Is it on? It's on.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh god, its stuff sucks again.
That's rubbish.
Yeah, and even though it's sunny outside the Shadow Default, we're sitting indoors because
Yeah.
fuck the sun.
Fuck the sun. Last time we recorded Stuff Sucks outside, I got a sunburn, which sucks.
Also, the wind's just a bit of a cunt.
The wind. Fucking hate the wind.
Yeah, I mean, it's refreshing on a warm day, but it's shit when you're using a microphone.
Yeah, nature blows.
Or cycling.
No. It's ace when you're cycling and you possess a large beard. I don't want to go into it because that's a tale for things we like. But when your wind gets blown by your beard, that's
incorrect.
That's something exceptional in itself. But when your beard is blown by the wind while cycling, it's just something that not everyone gets to experience. Obviously, only the people with good beards.
I was talking more of the way that if you are cycling into the wind, it sucks immaculate anus.
No, you turn your head sideways and your beard gets swept by the wind. It's amazing.
I'm probably more concerned about the fact that I can no longer increase my momentum forwards and get very stroppy about how I'm going to get home.
You shouldn't do that.
Wait, I have an existential question. Who are we?
Oh shit, yeah, I'm Jan.
I'm Alf.
I'm Spoon.
I'm Jim. Carry on.
Yeah, but cycling away from the wind, pretty damn good. But cycling into the wind, I'm against it completely.
Something I find, it's like the suck plus of that situation. When you cycle to somewhere and the wind is completely in your face, and you feel like you were only there maybe an hour, and you cycle back, and the wind is completely in your face. You're like, what the fuck? One of these journeys, the wind should have been at my back. And that's just not cool.
No, it's
That
not
sucks.
cool. It does suck.
Yeah.
God is against you.
Well, or nature.
Or Gaia or whatever. Yeah.
Somewhat
Mother
important.
ayahuasca. So, what sucks for you this week?
For me, what has sucked for me this week?
Long pauses.
Dead air.
I don't know, my brain is so slow these days.
Oh, it's hot, isn't it?
Can't you talk about that, or have you already talked about
I've
that?
talked
I think you have talked about that. How would you know that your brain's gone so slow?
Exactly.
I also don't think you should talk about it because it's something that I really like.
And like,
that you go totally slow when it gets too hot.
like, yeah, not like, you know, a special bus slow, but
Pretty close to.
line the way.
Always.
Yeah, you do get a little bit like just not unable to access the things that you wish you could access in your mind.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in there. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, like when you read our production notes earlier on today and you read the whole thing and turned to me and said, I'm just going to have to read this later because my brain no work.
It's like when it's hot and you're looking at a menu and it's just words flying in front of you. Menus, recipes, horoscopes.
Words. Generally written words they struggle with when you get that hot. I have to say I don't find that a problem, so I don't know what that's like.
Things made of words. Like, no, it's not.
I get it when I'm tired. When I'm super tired, but I suppose the sun can often have that kind of effect when it's really, really hot. It kind of makes you quite lethargic or whatever, and you just want to veg out, and a bit of brain activity is probably a bit much.
No, see, it's different. It's like if you're reading a story, it must be something. It must be some other bit of the brain, because you're like, oh, even an article about something in a newspaper. Do you remember them? Like, but if it's like a list of, say, instructions or facts, and it's just like word soup.
Word soup.
I imagine that like when you're trying to do stuff in your mind, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go and open that door and look at that memory or remember that thing. No, it's just a big foggy soup. Really warm, muggy, foggy soup.
Once I forgot how to pronounce the word hallelujah. I just couldn't do it.
Hallelujah?
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 Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that sucked because like this is a word I know I've said before. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And presumably as well, it sucked so much of the time because you were in the middle of singing it in church and you just were like self-conscious.
It was a moment of distinct religious revelation.
Was it?
I'm
And I just couldn't find the word. We're stood in the street going, Hallelujah!
So yeah, that's what's a bit of what has sucked for Jim, I guess.
Again.
Yeah.
The heat.
Something else must have sucked. What sucked for you?
What sucked for me? Oh, right, well, I intend to move house.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do intend to move house. We've put the first stages in the fact that we've looked for a new place to live. And now estate agents are ringing me back, and that sucks. Like, I would like to choose to move house, and then when I go home, it's happened. I just go to my new house, and all my stuff is there. I don't have to move anything or arrange things.
Yeah, that would be rubbish.
But I actually have to go and look at these places and talk to other humans. And
Some seriously grown-up shit.
I don't want to be a grown-up.
Are you getting a mortgage?
I'm not getting a mortgage. I'll still be renting.
But you're just renting in a bigger place or something?
Just a place in which the walls do not contain water and therefore mould.
I thought you liked your undersea home.
It is lovely, but it's very cold in the winter.
It shouldn't be.
The crustaceans are terrible neighbours.
Yeah, I can imagine that. But it shouldn't. The temperature shouldn't fluctuate too badly, should it?
I thought it would fluctuate more. No, of course it wouldn't.
No, but it's a huge body of water. It tends to maintain its temperature. Like, I mean, it obviously changes, but the fluctuations aren't as vast as they are for like on the land.
It doesn't matter in the summer if it's cooler because I enjoy the cold. But in the winter, extra cold. No, don't like it. So it's not so much that it's colder in the winter. It's the same temperature all year round. I just notice the cold more.
I like it extra cold.
I like
Extra
it.
cold.
Yeah, so that your brain works properly.
Yeah. That actually it sounds like I don't not like hotness.
You just don't like to do things in
Hotness good, yeah, but like it means things.
Do you get one
difficult.
of those helmets that Kyra Phrase has, or what's his name?
Ah, a clockwork brain cooling helmet.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Maybe I'm part troll.
Yeah,
This
maybe.
again is something we discussed last time you brought this up.
Really?
It's amazing. Every time we do a stuff sucks with the heat, Jim's just going to talk about exactly the same thing over again because his brain stopped working.
Yeah, but it does suck. You know what I mean? Like, that makes the show suck a little bit because it's called Stuff Sucks, so they're getting what they ask for.
Yeah.
Well, no one asked for it, actually. They're getting what we're giving them.
No, people are asking.
Well, what can I bring up? There's a
crying
thing
out.
I always talk about at this as well that sucks. Or is it that? Is it something I always bring up in things we like? I can't remember.
About what?
It's something I've tried to talk about like 3 times. And Jan's like, yeah, we talked about that last time. We talked about that last time. We talked about that last time.
Yeah, we probably did, but I can't remember what it was. But if you start talking about it again, I'll remind you.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, moving house sucks. Last time I moved house, it was like from Leicester, and that sucked uber balls.
But also it was kind of awesome balls because it's moving back up here.
Yeah, that's true. But
Also there'll be something, like, I don't know, it's like, I know what you two are like. You know what I mean? It's all well and good.
I know what you're like.
It's sound, and Jo gets fairly industrious about these things.
That's right, yeah.
So she'll, at least once you're in, it'll only be probably a week and you'll be completely unpacked and in. I'm sure you'll have a room with shit in that needs sorting.
Yeah, it's more the logistics of the actual move itself that I struggle with. What sucked major balls moving back from Leicester is we went there to get the last of the stuff, filled my car up completely, and there was still a car's worth of stuff there.
That's a real ball ache.
It's like, I'm going to have to do another 2-hour drive tomorrow.
That really
Well,
sucks.
4-hour drive.
That
there and
really
back.
sucks.
I did suck. I was not happy.
No, and also presumably to maximise on space you went on your own.
The next day, yeah. Which was probably better for everyone involved, because no one likes to spend time with me in a bad mood. That year we went to Glastonbury and there was like traffic jam, like a 12-hour traffic jam.
I wasn't with you that year though, was I?
You weren't, it was just Joe and Reed. And it got to the stage where they both got out of the car to go and get magazines and newspapers so they just wouldn't have to speak to me anymore. Yeah, it was really that bad. I was that stroppy about it.
Oh really?
Every time we stopped, the kids in the car in front got out and started talking to each other. And it did not like hold me up in any way, but I was just seething at them. I hate you. How dare you have fun when I am in a hot car? Fuck you, kids.
I went and got out of the car and walked down the line and just smoked and chatted to people. I was one of those knobheads. Sorry, Andy.
It's more a fault with me than it is with them. Just hate people.
I think it's no, yeah, you do, and you really don't like kids.
No,
they're the worst type of human. Bet for you. But I also think that kind of situation it's a button pusher. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to stress out so many people. Never mind just drivers, but if it was ridiculously hot, you move 10 feet at most and then stop again, and that's a ridiculous way to spend. I can only imagine for yourself when you're kind of in that half drivey situation as well, where it's like, fuck man, no one's cutting in. I'm just going to stay here for an hour. Everyone can wait behind me.
Yeah,
and now I'll just drive 5 minutes and I'll be in. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be. You drive 5 minutes and you would have moved a quarter of a mile and still not have been it.
Genuinely, someone could have come over to my window and given me a cake, and I would have spat in their face.
I still find that really funny when we went to Leeds and Pete. This is a bit disgusting, and I'm sorry, but it was pretty funny, to be fair.
This isn't the winking story, is it?
No. Pete just spat out the window while we were in the queue to get into Leeds and just totally hit a biker. Just full on, just spat on a biker. It was, really unfortunate timing, but the guy just flipped him off. It was ace. Just as he's driving away, just middle finger, flipped him off. You dick.
When you say biker, do you mean giant head,
hairy
giant
leather,
helmet?
hairy leather. Yeah.
Hairy leather?
Hairy leather.
That ain't right.
That's what we're talking about here. He was letting it blow in the wind, let's put it that way.
His leather?
No, his beard.
What does pig play computer games mean? What? Is that something Jim typed in the heat? Pig play computer games.
That's true.
I don't know. I think that's from... basically, is this going to make the cut?
It might do.
Basically, on my laptop that we record on, there's a load of notes on the computer for different things, like books that I would like to read that somebody suggested, or films that I would like to see. But there is also a note that is basically, I deleted a load of stuff off a hard drive, and on the hard drive was a note file with that in it. And I was like, I don't know what this is.
It looks like...
I don't know if it's important or not. Well, there's
coordinates.
And some of it's IP addresses.
Yeah, West 2724 East 06 Pig Play Computer Games.
What are you
and
doing?
then an IP address.
What are you
Is there a
reading?
time as
Don't
well?
be reading that shit out.
Someone might know. They might want to get back in touch.
They might, but it might be. I might have just been conning you, and it's a secret coordinates to something and a password. Jesus, don't give them that.
Well, it's done.
Yeah, they got it now. Could you just beep over some of that?
No.
But it would make it sound more interesting.
I think I'm doing the edit.
Will you beep over it?
No.
Oh shit.
Because they might solve a mystery that has haunted man for the ages.
Is anyone available to drive me to somewhere? I need to move something.
Is it possibly the coordinates East 2724 West 06? I reversed it.
Oh wow, cool. I didn't even notice.
The eagle has left the nest. The eagle has left the nest.
It's a safe house.
Okay.
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
It's an unsafe house.
You know what's good about pissing off the feds?
Yes, I do, but I'd like to hear what you think is good about pissing off.
Actually, that's going to think of it. I was going to say I don't like GCHQ, but I like them. I like spies.
I like spies.
I like spies. I do like spies, so I'm going to stop talking about them.
I certainly like them as an entertainment medium.
Like Archer. He's a pretty entertaining spy.
Can't believe ISIS has broken out so hardcore.
Oh no, they're totally real.
Also, what the fuck? Has anyone seen... Oh, we can carry on now, but... Should we just carry on?
Yeah,
just
probably. Yeah.
Keep saying the things you're saying.
I don't think I can talk about this, because it's like a total plot spoiler.
For what?
For that Jack Ryan shadow recruit.
Sorry, spoilers coming up for Jack Rado.
Jack Rado.
Jack
Jack
Shiloh recruit.
Shiloh recruit. For Jack Ryan shadow recruit. They're totally going in American James Bond. That's what we're going for. Because right in the final scene, he gets to sort of meet the president, and he's like, who are you, or some shit, and he's like, name's Ryan. Jack Ryan. Like, fuck off!
Yeah.
Fuck off! Dick. Yeah. That's not cool. That sucks, in fact. Like, what? Why would you do that? It's like they're going, this is our Bond. Yeah, look how much of a badass this guy is. Like, fuck off.
He's right. Plus,
Just say my name's Jack Ryan, sir. That's all he had to say.
It would have been cooler. Plus, that film, he's like the
Jack
guy.
Ryan.
He's the guy who's like who doesn't know anything, and every time he like breaks down the situation, like, oh, we need a guy to go da 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 da. Then everyone looks around the room and he goes, oh, it's me, isn't it? That happens like 4 times in the film, and that sucks.
It's like,
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
basically, Jack Ryan is he becomes a spy for the CIA or whatever.
You know Jack Ryan. He's been played by Harrison Ford and by Ben Affleck and by one other mystery guy for 10 bonus points.
No, totally. Who's Jack Ryan? The image I have in my head is of Jorah Mormont from Game of Thrones.
Kinda. Like, it's the...
To me, that's all I need to know about Jack Ryan.
Right, Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger.
Are they Jack Ryan? I've seen Patriot Games.
Yeah, Ben Affleck was Jack Ryan in Sum of All Fears.
Yeah.
And there was the bonus points one.
It's a Baldwin.
It is a Baldwin.
Stephen?
No.
Alec?
Yes. Yeah. In Hunt for Red October.
It was going to be one of them.
But anyway, so he's a CIA operative, but the guy really, like, he was studying for a doctorate in economics. Like, he was, he's a super smart boy. Signed up to be in the army because the 2 towers got hit.
Okay.
Redux.
And and he basically gets
I was going to say Hunt for Red October happened a long time before 2001.
Yeah.
He got like badly injured and was kind of out, and then gets recruited by the CIA to be an analyst, because they tell him to go and get his degree and become an economics guy and go and work for Wall Street, and they want to try and they're basically having him as a shadow recruit, shadow operative.
Okay.
Investigating stuff, but obviously then there becomes incidents where it's like, oh, we need you to do this, like we need to do this actually dangerous shit, but obviously he's an ex-marine and stuff, so it kind of all fits together. But yeah, like Jim says, there's these situations where he goes, well, you need to have somebody who can hack into their computer and look at this information and understand what they're looking for and find this thing and send it, and they go, I don't really know what that is, and that means you'll have to do it.
Okay.
There's a lot of that. I don't understand what you're saying to me. You're the only one who really understands this. You need to go and do it.
It's like a Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
An all-purpose military agent.
Smarter than Jack Bauer. In a kind
Jack Bauer does just shout at a situation until it goes his way.
Yeah, he's like smarter than Jack Bauer in an economic situation. Like, they've put him in the right place. Don't get me wrong. Well done, CIA. You know, they're not asking him to tell them about weather events or anything.
Yeah.
He's chasing the money and chasing it well. He notices that some things aren't right in money markets.
Jack Bauer's back for an odd series of 24 that only has 12 episodes.
And a half
but it's still in real time. Are they only half an hour?
Each, yeah.
It also seems...
That's not right.
12 half-hour episodes?
Yep.
Was it 6?
Yeah, 6.
6.
Welcome to 6.
No. I watched the first 6 series of 24. No, I watched the first 5, and I watched the first 8 episodes of 6, and
I hear it was good up until about 4.
It
Then
got
it
kinda
started
sucky.
blowing the donkey penis.
Series 5 is a joy to behold. Series 4 is weak. Series 3 is amazing, and Series 2 is poor. But Series 1 is fantastic.
Series 2, Jack Bauer Death Move.
Yeah, but that's the highlight of a poor series.
It is.
What is Jack Bauer's death move?
It's when you hold onto someone's neck and then you run up a wall around the top of their body.
You sort of like, you have them in a headlock. You know the sort of headlock where the person's out behind you
Yes.
rather than in front of you. Hold the head and then run up the wall and flip over and snap the neck.
Cool.
Pretty good death move. This, like we have discussed this before, my problem with 24, that I believe that it's kind of a bit propaganda-y.
Just a tad.
Yeah, it's basically saying torture's okay, these are the reasons why. Well, this is also what I feel a little bit like Shadow Recruit's a bit propaganda-y. It's sort of like trying to educate the American public to more reasons for them to go to war. There's fucking economic war now. Yeah, people do economic attacks on other countries. Well, this should give us the right to invade their borders and fuck shit up.
But we're all doing it to each other.
Yeah, we are.
It's like a big.
But I don't
party.
think the general public need to be given approval reasons for us doing it.
But
they need to be given reasons why this shit's not cool.
It's good to give them reasons like that because then they'll back you up when you do your weird shit.
Yeah. That's why they do it. But
Cool.
no, it sucks.
I think it's cool. Spies. Heart you GCHQ.
Is there anything else that sucks?
Spoon.
I don't suck. I can't really think of anything that sucks at the moment.
Really?
Not anything they have a particular issue with historically, not even just presently.
Anything in the whole of creation. Things are going pretty good for you right now.
I don't know.
Well, I can't think of anything that sucks.
There must be stuff.
There's all sorts of
Who
things
died?
that suck.
We've got a whole other episode of stuff sucks to do later on.
Who died? Someone must have died.
A songwriter.
That guy who wrote the songs.
This is just no good.
Wait, hold on. Who wrote the songs?
I don't know. He had
This
a beard.
sucks. This is great.
A
But
man with a beard died.
A man with a beard.
that always sucks.
Did his beard die as well?
No, his beard's taking up residence on a balder chin.
Doesn't
Beard.
your beard keep on growing after
No.
you die?
No, apparently that's a lie. No, it looks like it does, but apparently it's a lie. It's because your skin all retracts and you lose all the fat and everything else in your face, so it like pulls right back to the base of the follicle. So it
If
looks
anything,
like
that sounds like the beard is taking over.
Oh.
the beard is all that remains.
Yeah. All of the flesh dies, but the beard lives on.
You don't see that very often, actually. Like like when you in movies and stuff, like you'll see the corpses in a coffin that's been
Corpse
dug up or
room.
whatever,
Oh, right.
and there's like they've got the wispy hair deal going on. You don't ever see like that person must have had a beard that's now fallen onto their chest
You
and
do
neck
sometimes.
region. Do you?
Sometimes, yeah.
I get it when they're sat up. That wouldn't work because it must be on the floor.
A lot
It
of
must be at
pirate
their feet.
skeletons have beards.
Do they?
Some do.
Pirate beards.
Dead pirates.
Dead pirates have beards.
Dead pirates.
You do see some dead pirates with beards, yeah,
Tell
but
me
I think that's
beards.
unrealistic as well. I think you see that in the movies and it's wrong because if they're sat up, surely it's not going to stay attached.
I don't really care about the realism of the situation. I want more zombies and more dead bodies in entertainment have beards.
Oh, I remember one with a beard. Again, spoilers. Anyone who hasn't seen the last episode of Game of Thrones, close your eyes and ears. Oh, no,
Oh
close your
yeah,
eyes.
some of them did, didn't they?
Fucking skeleton attack.
Yeah.
One of them definitely had sort of bearded area.
It might have just been Frost.
I was massively
That's what
overexcited.
sucks.
What?
Cold hands. No cold hands.
Sorry, I won't touch you again.
Can we talk about this?
Well, we can, because it's difficult to spoil something that's never going to appear in the show.
You
Well,
don't
hold on.
reckon? I think it could.
No.
Hold
I
on.
think it's
For the
done.
next 5 minutes is probably going to be Game of Thrones TV and book. So the Song of Ice and Fire spoilers. So carry on. So,
Yeah. It does completely suck. He was a really intriguing little character.
Basically, a little bit of background. When Brandon crosses over north of the wall in the books, he is given access to the north of the wall and led to the one-eyed raven dude by a man called Cold Hands, who dresses like a night's watchman, smells like a dead man, and has very cold black hands, and you can't see his face.
Hasn't he got like the sort of the blue glowy eyes of a White Walker as well?
I can't remember about that, but he does ride a half-fested elk.
I'm guessing he's a White Walker.
And that would be pretty cool to see. I think it's likely.
Were they suspicious at all?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
they were
definitely.
like right at first. They thought, "Oh shit, shit's gonna
Summer,
go
the
down."
direwolf, not happy. Don't like him. But yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff about him though. He's a interesting character. Any digging of available information in the books, or
Especially if he is definitely a white as well, because he can speak.
yeah,
He
but
can speak English, and none of the other whites have ever spoken English before in the books.
this is the thing that makes me think they are, though, that he is a white, and I think that weirdly the series reinforces that because of that extra scene with the kings of the White Walkers, or whatever they're supposed to be, changing the baby. But also the idea of the
This baby has soiled itself.
yeah, well, yeah, it has to be done. You can't just leave them to sit in their own feculent. Yeah, that kind of makes you think that there's more to it. But also the fact that they have their own language, which was kind of covered, definitely in the books,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Prologue.
as well in the series.
Sounds like cracking ice.
Yeah, but that means that there's more. That anyone who speaks a language, it makes more sense to me that they have the potential to speak English, as it were. You know what I mean? Than a different language. than
Yeah, if you
native
can
that
speak
were.
one,
Yeah, then
you
that
should have
means
the capacity to learn another.
exactly. And so it doesn't. That's again reinforces it for me that Cold Hands is presumably.
But yeah, without telling anyone what happens in the TV show, Cold Hands doesn't turn up on his big half-rotted elk to save the day.
I well thought he was going to.
I
said,
thought he was
after
going
they
to.
showed that scene with the Kings of the White Walkers, I just thought that's setting up to make you go, look, they're more intelligent than you thought they were. Not quite as much of a surprise for the audience when someone turns up and is a bit different.
I think that might be why they're keeping him for like next series, because now you know they're more like they're not like zombies exactly. There's like another race.
This is, I suppose,
So, like,
the
yeah.
thing that we're not privy to, isn't it? Though. Yeah, it did suck though. It's fucking
Yeah.
rubbish. He's a great little character.
What also sucks is when I watch TV shows and think they're amazing, so I read the source material, be it comic book or standard book, and then decide that I don't like the TV show anymore. When I should think, oh, this amazing TV show has led me to something beautiful, I now think this TV show is destroying the thing that I love.
Yeah, don't think like that.
I don't think about that with Game of Thrones, because their shit's
Blasphemy
pretty
done.
tight even
Yeah.
when they change stuff. But the Walking Dead, I've not been overly pleased. I've stopped watching the
That
Walking
show
Dead.
half sucked since the start. The first series was pretty solid, but season 2 on, it's half awesome shit, half just fuck. I don't
It
know
got
what's going
bad
on.
when they got settled. Well, I know they don't get really truly settled, but you know what I mean? It was like, oh, people drama.
All the good
And
bits in
poor
the
people
comic
drama.
books are where they get settled.
Ah, well, they ruined it then.
It's a people drama, and that's another thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, The Walking Dead shit," because there aren't any zombies in it. It's like, well, I've read the books. It's about people. It's not about zombies.
No, I understand that. I'm saying their people drama shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like any of their characters.
But the comic
I-
stuff is great. Why couldn't they have just done it, just the comics more or less on TV?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman, sort it out.
It should translate very well into TV as well.
It should,
comics.
yeah, they've basically got a storyboard,
Yeah.
haven't they? Already ready-made for them.
I've said this to you before, though, about these sort of things. Because it's based on a comic book like that, somebody will remake it. It'll be done again.
It's kind of different. Like with the classic comic book type stuff, then yeah, they've been through so many reboots, but that's a fairly new IP. No one's ever remade it, and
No,
it's
but
not
someone
necessarily.
will.
Well, things like no one's ever going to remake any of the Mark Miller properties, like Kick-Ass or Nemesis or any of that.
You never know.
You don't know, I don't know. about
I
that.
know. I've been to the future, and no one ever did it.
You've
So
not gone far enough.
I went all the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Fuck, what
Did
happens?
time mine?
I can't tell.
Oh,
It'll break things.
yeah,
I
totally.
like the idea of you getting to the end of the universe and the first thing you ask someone is kick ass. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Was it remade?
Yeah. Right. No, that was so good that we didn't have to. I'm not a huge fan of Kick-Ass, but
First one's pretty good.
Yeah, but Super's just so much better.
Yeah.
yeah.
So weird, Super as well, but excellent.
He's the guy who's making Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
Oh, that's cool. That
I-
looks quite good actually. I like the teaser stuff they've done. I hope none of that
Yeah.
appears in the film. I hope that's like all been set up for
You
the
hope it's
teaser.
like a Pixar trailer that features all the characters from the film they're going to be in, but doing nothing even remotely connected to
Yeah.
the film.
That's what I hope. Because I think that all the John C. Reilly stuff, it's like, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, what a bunch of a-holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that stuff, I think it's probably just like, I don't know. I hope that's not going to make the cut. I hope that is just promo shit.
Pisses me off when that happens though. Like for Amazing Spider-Man 2, like there were loads of stuff in the trailer that just didn't happen in the film. So I thought, oh, it's coming up later. It didn't. That drove me crazy.
It can't be anything really awesome, but little quips and stuff I think
It's
is...
not even quips, big shit. Like, there's a bit where what's his nuts? What's the younger Osborne called?
Harry.
Harry Osborne, where he's like, oh, Dad's been watching you for years, and he's like, why? Well, isn't that the question of the day? And it kind of implies a lot of like story shit, and it never turns up.
Yeah, that is pretty bizarre.
Just papered over it. It was very weird.
I don't like Spider-Man.
What?
I don't like him. I'm just not an entertaining character to me. I mean, it really took a hit because of Tobey Maguire, as I fucking hate it. Apart from in Spoils of Babylon, which he's excellent in.
And you love Cider House Rules.
It's alright in his one line of Fear and Loathing.
Yeah, no, he's fucking exceptional. That's the only decent thing he's ever done.
I was thinking the Faculty in Sin City, but that's Elijah Wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Elijah Wood, yeah.
He's shit as well, though.
Yeah, he's
Apart
sorry.
from
He's shit as well.
apart from the Faculty in Sin City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from those
I don't
films.
think he's good in The Faculty. It just has a certain amount of nostalgia and cheese value to me that I really like that
I
film.
love
He's
that film. It's
really
a charming
good in-
film.
he's-
It's awesome.
He's really good in Sin City.
It's Rodriguez, both of them.
No, is it?
Yeah. Good
Oh,
point.
gets the best out of him.
Back when he did good films.
Yeah, like to be
He's
fair
doing
as
Sin
well.
City 2, that might be good.
I think he's fine for Frodo. I think it's not his fault. I think he was asked to do some really bad scenes.
Sam.
Yeah, like you know those things awful. The rest of it, he's not that bad in it.
One thing that I do like that probably does suck a bit for a lot of people is that Viggo Mortensen gave an interview recently just totally slamming Lord of the Rings. He was like, no, it was shit. The only reason that it worked was because the publicity for the first one was so good that it made people think that they liked it, which gave us enough money to do the second and third one.
Wow.
So he's basically said it was a bag of wank, and that's why he definitely doesn't want to be in The Hobbit.
Tits.
So, nice one, Viggo.
Yeah.
He sucks in Lord of the Rings, and he's actually a really good actor, I'd say.
Yeah,
Cool.
Hidalgo.
Hey, don't slam him for the films he was given.
The David Cronenberg films he's in.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good in them.
He is good, isn't he?
He's amazing in Eastern Promises.
Yeah.
It's the classic one to go to.
And he has
History
a
of
naked
Violence,
fight in
yeah.
the shower with Matt Cruz.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so running out of time. Has anyone got just a quick mention of something that sucks?
Yeah, when you go to make a coffee and there's no milk.
Oh,
sucks.
That's the worst.
I mean, I can drink coffee without it, but goddamn, I'm like, I wanted that milk.
On a related note, opening a refrigerator, seeing that it is full of food, but none of it you want to eat right now this second, and it's
Or-
so disheartening.
Or you're not allowed it. You know, like you've got a load of awesome food, but it's for a thing tomorrow.
That's
You're
right.
like, oh.
I'm going to go home later on and Joe's going to bake loads of cake, and it's tomorrow cake, it's not today cake. Sometimes
but-
she bakes me a little today cake.
Yeah, that's the
So-
one.
That doesn't suck.
That doesn't suck, that
No.
rocks.
I've got another fridge-based one with milk as well. When
Mm.
you open the milk and you smell it because it's been there a while, and you're like, "Oh, this is fine," and you take a massive gulp, and it's got lumps in and tastes like rotten beef.
Yeah, that does suck.
I've done that like twice in the past couple of months.
That description nearly made me gag a little bit there. Just that description.
It's the worst thing in the world.
Wow.
A nice big gulp,
Yeah. And what's it? Beefy.
like
rotten beef.
rotten meat
Rotten
from a
beef,
dead man's
yeah.
ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, wow.
dear.
God, that
I wouldn't say I'm squeamish, but
You got anything quick that sucks, possibly related to fridges and or milk?
it doesn't have to be at all. Just something that's rubbish.
Johnny Depp sucks. He's just in shit films from here on in. He hasn't been in a
Controversial.
good film for a very long time.
It's
Is he another one that
And
needs?
he's also bad in these films as well.
Is he another one that
Right.
needs to go away for a while and come back as an old actor?
Well, he is an old man.
No, he's not though.
He's
He's
like
not. He's not an old actor.
80.
He's like a middle-aged actor, and that's just.
He's
There's
showing
no.
his age in that transcendence.
There's no world for. There's no world for an actor of that age. You know what I mean? you're either pushing it like Tom Cruise, or you're old like Anthony Hopkins. You know what I mean? That's
Harrison
like
Ford.
Harrison Ford is probably the only person who's probably managed to pull that off. Actually, there are some films that he's had that you're like, that was pure middle age. Well done.
Yeah, he's old, but he looks like he could still knock the shit out
Hollywood
of someone.
Homicide.
That was cool.
Yeah, he nailed that, but he was put against quite a young up and comer. That's how they do it.
Plus,
you know what I mean?
He was in shitloads of films when he was middle-aged.
Yeah,
actually. Like,
What,
the
And
Like,
not
used to
and, and not trying
that
to
was
be
awesome.
not
Yeah,
trying
that
to be
was
young
good.
either, or trying to be a young person trying to be older.
He
Yeah,
was-
he's the only gets a good shout. He's the only one though, I reckon.
Right, that's what was cool about Indiana Jones. He was a man. He was in his 40s, he was a guy, he was getting up to shit, he got his ass kicked all the time. That's why Indiana Jones was cool, which is why I worry about them recasting it for like young Indiana Jones and it'll be all like, I've got all my shit together and it'll just suck.
I really want them to do the South American Nazis one. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's a tale for another time.
Indeed. We have run out of time for today. I've been Oliver Cromwell, the former leader of British Parliament.
I am Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia.
I'm Jose Merca, the guerrilla leader of Uruguay.
I've been Teddy Roosevelt, the original mad bastard president, the greatest leader of America there ever was. The man was unstoppable.
Killed a bear.
With his bare hands.
I would
I
also
have done this also.
like to put a shout out to Calvin Coolidge, who not only has the greatest name of a president,
Yeah.
apparently he napped more than any other president going, and he also used to hide behind the curtains in the Oval Office and then call the Secret Service.
Do your job.
Yeah, excellent. If you want to get in touch, it's thingswelike@hotmail.com, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye!
It's
It
all
sucks.
shit.